Good morning. We've got a quiet start here in Fargo with just a few raindrops from time to time coming down here in the metro and in other parts of the valley. You can see that we are otherwise dry and quiet with conditions that are pretty pleasant temperature-wise when you step out the door. The one problem, the wind, and of course a couple of raindrops too. Here's a look at the latest radar loop. We've got those showers. They're isolated to scattered in nature, rolling through the valley. We've got a few of them that have produced a little heavier rain over the last 2 hours. That early a part of this loop shows some areas of yellow up in northwest Minnesota earlier on. That's diminished significantly, but still getting some scattered to isolated light rain showers up in that area. Where we're getting the heaviest rain right now, it's in Clay County. We're seeing some showers there. That at least one pocket here just to the south and west of Holly and northeast of Barnesville, where we're seeing some yellow there heading toward the Rolog area. And Ada seeing a couple of drops there too. Looks like things are pretty quiet now in the FM area. But again, out by Castleton, you're seeing some very light green showing up there, indicating there might be a couple of sprinkles still that may move their way through the FM area and other parts of the valley. So this system gradually moving on. It is kicking up some wind, so we're going to be stuck with more wind today in the valley. Not everybody is strong. They're seeing as strong wind speeds as others. For today, we're looking at temperatures also into the 50s to start, so it's very mild right now. We're at 53 degrees in Fargo and 53 in Grand Forks. It's 46 in Devil's Lake and in Fosston. Those are two of our coolest readings, and that's still about 10 degrees above average. So we're very mild to start the day today, and a nice way to start off the week. The thing is, though, is it's not going to be like last week. We'll still have the wind today, but the warm temperatures are gone for now. Looking at our winds, they're mainly out of the west. We're seeing wind speeds in the teens in a lot of spots, but the farther west you go, the stronger they get. We do have a gust to 30 miles per hour in the Devil's Lake area. Jamestown at 29, Gwinner 22, and Sisseton the strongest gust at 35 miles per hour. Later this morning, a wind advisory takes effect for some of those counties that are seeing those strong winds gusts. James River Valley, Highway 281 there, and then a little bit farther east into parts of the Cheyenne River Valley, Lisbon, back up toward Valley City, and that stretches westward from there. We could see those winds into the 40s, maybe even a 50-mile-per-hour gust the farther west you go. So another breezy one here today. Here's a look at that hour-by-hour planner. So some isolated to scattered areas of rain working their way through the valley this morning. Even in the noon hour, we could still have some of those showers hanging around. At that point, we'll be into the 40s to some low 50s, but not a lot of temperature climbing today. In fact, we might see those temperatures dip for some of us and maybe then come back up a couple of degrees through the afternoon. But notice these numbers are pretty close to where we're starting off, if not a little cooler, around the time of day we would typically expect to see our warmest numbers. In addition, that wind's still strong, gusting out of the northwest, some gusts into the 30s. And again, the farther west you are, the more likely you'll see some 40s to 50-mile-per-hour gusts. And can't rule out a few sprinkles into the afternoon hours as well, with this instability still kind of hanging around a little bit here today. But I'm hoping we'll get to see some breaks in the clouds and get a little sunshine on this Monday, though. Ahead for later tonight, some clouds sticking around into the overnight hours with partly cloudy skies elsewhere. Cooler air moving in behind this system. That northwesterly breeze generally brings in that colder air. And we'll start off the day tomorrow in the low to some upper 30s. Back to average, back to where we'd expect to be this time of year. And ahead for the afternoon, not much warming. We're looking at 40s to maybe a couple of low 50s for your highs tomorrow, but it'll be a struggle with some clouds rolling through. So the next couple of days, breezy and a little cool, 40s to 50s. Wednesday, we warm up a bit to some upper 50s, but we talked about this earlier, chances for rain, eventually changing to snow, especially in the Northern Valley Thursday and into Friday. Wind with that too. We'll have to keep an eye out for that system as it gets closer. We're kind of nearing that range of our average first snowfall here in the valley anyway. So this might seem like a shock to the system and we're not ready for it yet, but this is coming right around the time we would expect it to.
It doesn't really matter when on the calendar, it's hard.
It's hard for a lot of people.
Thank you, Lisa.
And whether we want it or not, winter is coming. And of course, that means that people are getting ready for the snow to fly this season. We've got the details next with Christy Larson.